with more details. Nathan?
Courtney, and the ruling on the case named Grants Pass versus Johnson is the biggest decision on homelessness that we have seen at a national level in decades. It gives some power back to the cities to establish their own punishment for people sleeping and camping outside. But will it fix the problem? One Jackson homelessness organization doesn't think so.
If a city decides to exercise its right to penalize somebody for their position in life, that's a terrible place to be.
Executive Director with Hearts for the Homeless, Andre Devine, couldn't believe the Supreme Court's decision to allow cities to create its own punishment for those that sleep or camp in public places. But how did we get here? It started on June 28th when the justices came to a 6-3 decision to overturn a ruling from a California-based appeals court. That former ruling found it cruel and unusual under the 8th Amendment to punish people for sleeping outside if they had nowhere else to go, but now that is no longer the case. Before the recent ruling, cities had been allowed to regulate homeless encampments but could not completely stop people from sleeping outside. Devine believes this ruling will only make things worse and pleads for Jackson to not punish anyone in these conditions.
I pray that Jackson doesn't use this as an opportunity to persecute those who are suffering. This is what I pray. It's very difficult when we're dealing with the struggles of life, very hard. And for us as a people who have to put the extra burden on people who don't have, that makes no sense.
We reached out to the city of Jackson for a comment on its plans, and while they understand the major homelessness issue throughout the capital city, they say they're looking at ways to help these people rather than punish them. One of those efforts from the city is the tiny house village for the homeless, which is something Devine loves to see rather than punishment.
The only answer to homelessness, of course, is homes. So take the Jackson Resource Center project, where they're building tiny homes for the homeless. That's a beautiful project. It has met with some flack, but we pray that it goes forward to help the people of Jackson. That's the only way that we can solve this problem.
Well, many are against this rule. It's just the most recent effort to combat homelessness. According to the Associated Press, this ruling comes after homelessness in the United States grew a dramatic 12% last year, with more than 650,000 people estimated to be homeless. Nathan Lee, 3 on your side.